shit.
Combos across the board.
Silverwolf is such a chud, man. Low. What EOS? Why? Just like a normal Annie now. What is your first impression about Blade? Good. Really good. Although they are gonna nerf him. Not much, but I do think they're gonna slightly nerf the way his Acheron stacking works. There's now like videos of people finding out that you can get an infinite Acheron ultimate loop because of how good he is at generating for Acheron. So yeah, unless Hoya wants to have Acheron doing literal infinite damage, that's probably getting fixed. It's literally, you know what this is? This is the Don Hung PT V1 beta all over again, where there was a weird interaction where Don Hung PT could allow Caster's dragon to have an infinite breath. It's like kind of the same thing here. Now, keep in mind, I don't think he's going to get big nerfs at all, right? Like, he's going to keep his debuffing capability. He's still going to be strong as shit for follow-up and all that. I just think the Acheron synergy might get slightly nerfed to fix that infinite fucking loop. No, this isn't a new account. I've had this account for a long time.
Observe the heavens with my divinations. Best of luck. An explosive start. Wiped him out. That omen. Don't thank me. All for the thrill. This next round, real gaming. Bonus round. Bonus round. Bonus round. Bonus round.
Hello.
An explosive start. This is Hawkeye. Observe the heavens with
Am I the only one who thinks they held back with Blade's animation? I mean, yes, but I don't feel like many are surprised by that, and to be honest, I think for what Blade got, they honestly did more than I expected. Like, I expected Blade to have, like, Ashvale level of animations. Which, like, I'm just gonna say it, Ashvale's follow-up is way more underwhelming than Blade's follow-up. Like, they gave him a little bit of special... Because the thing is, like, they do this on purpose, right? a lot of people will make the argument of like, oh, they can't make a main push's animations on every character. They can, but they don't do it on every character because then a main push isn't special anymore. It is kind of the thing. Like non-main push characters almost always have very, very mid animations, unfortunately. It just is what it is. Like, everybody's gonna go from being whelmed or underwhelmed by Blade to being fucking amazed, right, by Himeko, probably. Like, Himeko is probably gonna have some fucking disgusting animations.
Observe the heavens with my divination. Test of luck. An explosive start.
What are your thoughts on Season 3 ZZZ characters? I saw a couple, or a few, that seemed a bit interesting, but like, truthfully, it's just Sunbringer for me. I've had a lot of issues with trying to consistently play ZZZ in the past. I mean, I don't know, man. I've never really been able to stick with it, and I truthfully don't know why. But Sunbringer is like that character for me, so.
Observe the heavens with my divination. Test of luck. An explosive start.
Why bring Wuwa? I mean, people could talk about Wuwa in here if they want. Like, even though I don't play Wuwa actively, I've definitely built up enough knowledge on Wuwa to at least have, like, some type of opinion. So I don't hate it necessarily. Like, someone bringing up ZZZ and, like, asking me for ZZZ meta opinions would be a lot more, you know, kind of out of place in this chat. Because I'm just stupid when it comes to ZZZ shit. To be honest, I might, like, purposefully be like a giga casual in ZZZ, where like I don't really make content on it that much, and I don't try to sweat it out. I think that's just the best course I could go.
Observe the heavens with my divination. That omen. Don't thank me.
Ellen ain't real anymore. Well, like, I already have Ellen on my ZZZ account as a thing. Like, I can already use her, and I have used her even recently against, like, Shiyu. So it's like, I have Ellen. I've already played with Ellen for a long time on that account. So, you know, the prestige of it is kind of gone at this point. But a new character I'm really hyped for, like Sunbringer, is completely different. Yeah, considering Himeko might be erudition, yeah, she's probably an ult spammer. Which, by the way, I don't know how, but this could be an indirect Saber buff. If Himeko's an ult spammer, she's a main push, meaning she's going to get her own dedicated supports. If there's a new support for, you know, doubling ultimate, then that helps Saber. So Saber finally gets a support too. Now, is Saber going to be 5 times weaker than Himeko? Yes. Doesn't matter. At least she gets buffed. I don't know.
Observe the heavens with my divination. Test of luck. An explosive start.
It's finally Saber's turn to get indirectly buffed.
That omen. Don't thank me. Wiped him out.
You think Sparksy will get replaced first? No. Sparksy and Yao Guang aren't getting replaced. Robin SP? Yeah, it could be.
Of luck. An explosive start.
This is Hawkeye.
Why do you think Sirene is a bad pull? Because she's only important for like 3, maybe 4 info DPSs at this point. By day,
Observe the
who's already a bottom tier among the info DPSs. Anoxa, he's probably bottom tier when talking about sustain. Aglaya, another more so bottom tier one. And then Evernight main DPS. But Evernight's strongest team is with Cassie at certain investments. So it's like, technically, Sirene, this character created to be dedicated towards the entire 3.x roster, is only, like, she only matters in 3 DPS's teams, basically. That's it. Now that Blade exists.
Don't thank me.
So, like, if you try to present to someone Sirene value these days,
Cloud scatter.
it's just chopped. I'm sorry, it's just chopped.
Best of luck.
You have to recommend pulling some of the bottom tier Ampho DPSs in order to even, like, be like, yeah, she's way better than any other option.
Divination. That only. Don't thank me.
And then Blade, not only is Blade supposedly comparable to Sirene and Mono-Rem now, well, it's not Mono-Rem anymore with him in it, right? But not only is he comparable in that team, which, by the way, is the most popular one for Sirene, which is a really big hit, but, like, Blade gets that performance for every team, right? There's no, oh, I need more Remembrance characters for better stacking. I need Chrysos heirs to have better buffs and this and that. Blade does what he does on every team in the game without any bias, which just makes him so much better. Oh, they brought this event back? I mean, I didn't hate it. What is that, like 29? Yeah. Yeah, Solus. It is only V1, so like obviously things can change, but as of V1 right now, just using Blade with Evernight Hyacine Cassie is really good. Like, I mean, it's just to be expected, right? I've already talked about this before. Generalist support power creep. Characters start having way stronger buffs than before, even though, you know, Sirene has technically like more synergy with Mono-Rem. Just the raw amp gets outdone by a newer character. And there's nothing you can do about that. At all. And it's unfortunate, but it just is what it is. With the way like HSR's power creep is, it's just going to happen. I can't tell someone exactly when it's going to happen, which I didn't before. However, I knew it was going to happen. I thought it'd take a year, personally. But it took half a year. Which is faster. I stopped playing on the E2 Firefly account. Oh, that's fine, Solus. That account is already, like, set anyways. So it's completely fine. It has Dahlia, it has E2 Firefly. It has, like, the premium dot team. It doesn't need to worry about anything anymore. Thank you for playing on it, Solus. Appreciate it. I mean, to be fair, Fugue getting kicked out of break teams is less surprising than Sirene getting kicked out of mono rem teams. Because I'm going to be honest, I've been seeing Fugue get kicked out for Branya. Like, so many times at this point, bro. Like, people genuinely just replace her with fucking Branya. And it works. You know what I'm saying? The difference is Sirene was released legit like half a year ago, if not less, and she hasn't even had her first rerun banner yet, which makes it that much crazier in my opinion. Yao power creep? Yeah, Yao power creep is possible for sure. Um, the thing is, like, if you're talking about Yao getting power crept by a generalist, then you need like a new tier of power creep. Like, when I mean new tier, like, imagine current Blade, right? And imagine like Sirene is Yao Guang and it's in the same situation. Like, Yao Guang still wouldn't get replaced by a Blade in this situation. Like, Blade would have to be even stronger, like noticeably, than what he already currently is in order to power creep Yao Guang. And this is just mainly because of how gimmicky Yao Guang is. And like, I mean, she gives elation skills, res pen, vulnerability, elation percent. She's on high speed, which makes it easier to get aha to act multiple times. Um, she's the most SP positive third slot support in the game currently. She has her own damage output. Elation skills generate resources. Like, there's so much, man. There's genuinely just so much when it comes to Yao Guang. Your ass was roasted in your post to the point you stopped responding. Comparable, not better. That doesn't change my opinion. What are you talking about? You think I look at my notifications? I currently have 1,000 plus notifications whenever I go on my YouTube channel. I'm not fucking chronically online scrolling through every fucking comment I get. Are you insane? It literally doesn't change anything. Oh, the new Generalist support who gives the same value on every single team in the game is able to be comparable to Sirene in her best team in the entirety of the game. This is her most popular one. The one that got her the most sales is people pulling Sirene for Cassie. You can now replace her with Blade and see nearly the same performance. While Blade can be used on every team equally, Sirene can't. He could get nerfed. I've mentioned this multiple times. He could, but like, as of V1, Sirene pull value is dog shit. This should be inarguable. Maybe like when Sirene first released, people had this argument and I gave it to them, right? Sure, for the short term, you can glaze this character however much you want. In my opinion, I think she's going to be shit long term, but a lot of people hit me with the, oh, you're playing future rail allegations, right? So it's not the same thing. But now the proof is in the pudding. I don't even need to spell it out for you guys anymore. It just exists. Isn't Sirene far better than Blade for my day? You need to bring up 2 or 3 DPSs in the entirety of this fucking game to even start putting Sirene in this and that. Do you guys not understand my point? Sirene could be slightly stronger in a couple teams in comparison of Blade, it still makes her value astronomically lower than Blade's. This is like me bringing up how much Blade is to Acheron and as well as the follow-up team, and then being like, oh, look at how much better he is than Sirene. Because he has these two teams where he absolutely shits on her. Generalist value is very important to me. It's the most important thing in this game. You pull one character, you can slot them in any team that you have on your account, and they instantly perform. Right? This is why I still glaze Tribby to this day. I don't care what people say about E0 Tribby being underwhelming. Sure, she's not best in slot. You put her on any fucking team, she's performing. Blade is that on a much, much higher scale. Sirene cannot touch Blade in that value at all. No, yeah, that's the thing. There's currently a infinite Acheron ult loop with Blade. Now that's getting nerfed. Okay? That's getting nerfed. I don't think he's going to get much of the rest of his kit nerfed, but that's definitely getting nerfed. Infinite? Yes, infinite. It's similar to like Donhung PTV1. There was like some weird interaction with Cassie's dragon that gave it infinite health, meaning you could get an infinite breath with her dragon. It's basically the same thing. Acheron outperformed 48 cost mono rem in plight. Oh yeah, it's definitely getting fixed. No, yeah, exactly. That's the point, Crumbs. You get it. You get it. If someone is like a hard generalist, keep in mind, Blade is currently the best generalist support in the entire fucking game. Right? Like, he's numero uno. However, not only that, he's being able to compete with like some niche dedicated supports for the Chrysos Air teams like Sirene. That is what makes it so impressive. His main value is way more valuable than Sirene's. But even in certain Sirene niches, can he compete? Which is what's so impressive. Because Sirene, especially for Mono Rem, like she was literally made for that team. The main team that this game and the devs had their eyes on for targeting Sirene towards were definitely Cassie and Phanon. Mostly Cassie though, like let's be honest. I fear all this glazing will be nerfing him to ground. No, probably not. You guys need to understand, and I brought up this dilemma that Hoyo's in before, in which it's why I believe they won't nerf him. In terms of amping ability, E4 Welt is actually close to E0 Blade's amp ability, right? So, even though that's E4, if we go to E0, he's like 30%, a little more than 30% better than standard Welt in terms of amping the team. If you nerf his debuffs, nobody's pulling this guy unless they're getting the follow-up team. It's like follow-up team, Acheron, that's it. His value as a generalist has now gone down a lot. Because keep in mind, bro, Welt is in the golden token. Like people can log in right now and get a free Welt. That is Blade's competition. It's very, very steep. Very steep. So they need to make Blade this good. Like it's an actual necessity for him to like sell at all, in my opinion. He's getting nerfed like how I said about Ashvale nerfs. Yeah, but Ashvale's debuffs never got nerfed. The only thing that got nerfed about Ashvale was his like bit of his DPS capability, and that was it. I guess you could say the a little bit of like I think follow up damage bonus went away, but that's barely gonna make a difference. And either way, they just put the follow up damage bonus on Blade anyways. Like they probably just switched the follow up damage bonus from Ashvale's kit to Blade's. So it's like so like even if you make the argument that they're nerfing his damage, like that's not my point. This is all about his amp ability. Nerf like Evanescia to only work in designated teams. It just isn't the same, dude. Like it really just isn't the same. And even if you make this argument, like, isn't one of Blade's teams supposed to be with Avin, who's an Elation character? Like, you need to understand. Like, people were saying this shit when it came to Cypher, right? Like Cypher's gonna get nerfed because she's such a good generalist. Tribby's gonna get nerfed because she's a generalist. But like that doesn't happen. You guys need to like understand. Sirene is a unique case. Yao Guang is a unique case. Like these are supports purely dedicated towards like literally a few characters. Like they're purposely made that way, and then they're also purposely made the best in slot by a good amount. So it's a trade-off. They become more niche for more strength and having like a more important role. Yeah, like Eva is an elation DPS. Blade is legit supposed to purposely be basically Cypher 2.0, but better. And that's exactly what he is. He's a Cypher 2.0, but better. Yeah, I saw the infinite loop. But yeah, I just don't think he's gonna get nerfed. Let's say they nerf him. Let's say they remove 20% of the vulnerability. So now he's giving 30% vulnerability and 20% defense reduction with like putting him on pearls or something. He is ass. No offense. He's not gonna sell well, in my opinion. Because he's now only 10 to 15% better at amp than Welt, but he actually has downtime without his light cone because of energy regen issues. So it's like, who the fuck is pulling this guy outside of just getting the follow up team? Which, let's all be honest with ourselves. The follow up team is going to be the lowest selling team of this entire version. Ashvale already had the lowest sales for a character in the history of the game. Like they are stressing about making Blade actually good for some other teams right now. Even with the removal of buffs, he's not going to be better than Welt, and as I said, Welt does not activate specialized mechanics, Blade does. Yes, but I'm trying to tell you, it doesn't matter. You are trying to make a new character to sell to Acheron, a 2-year-old DPS, and then the lowest selling team of the entire version. From the perspective, if I were working at Hoyo, I'm marketing, advertising, I'm trying to make this company money. You're literally shooting yourself in the foot if you nerf his generalist debuffing capabilities just so he can be better than other options for 2 bricks in terms of meta relevance. Like, they'd still make some money, but just nowhere near the amount that they are going to make if current Blade goes live, right? Like, just imagine they fix the infinite ult thing with Acheron currently, right? His sales alone will be doubled if he keeps his generalist support capabilities, and they aren't nerfed. Bro's underestimating the desperation of Acheron mains. Well, here's the problem. We now have a leak from a reliable leaker that we might get Acheron SP in 5.x. So if Acheron mains know they're going to get a new Acheron SP, no way, I'm going to say it right now, okay? Acheron SP in 5.x will never use Blade as a best in slot support. Probably going to be a main push, probably going to have a new teammates. They're just going to wait. Nobody's pulling fucking Blade. Sorry. They're just gonna fucking wait. They're gonna keep tanking with their current Acheron. They're gonna wait until that SP comes out. And then, with all their saved pulls, they're gonna be pulling that new E2 Acheron with her best in slot supports, the E1s on all of them, and they're gonna be winning in life. Right? Then they're going to make his buffs more niche. I don't think they are going to power creep niche supports with generalists. You see, this is the problem. Nothing. Right. You're putting good faith into a company. However, if you've seen from pattern recognition how new version generalist supports just shit on previous niche ones, you'd understand why I'm so confident that Blade isn't going to get nerfed all that much, if at all. Like, Tribby literally kicked out every fucking 2.x support. People were using Tribby on break teams. You know what I'm saying? Robin came out, everybody ignored 1.x characters. Topaz and what's his name, Mose, kicked out Topaz from follow-up teams. Like, they've done this every time without fail. A new version generalist, just shit. I mean, we're seeing it even Nova Sparkle, right? Nova Sparkle is just shitting on Sunday, even in his best teams, a lot of the time, because her pure amp ability is that much higher than Sunday's. It doesn't fucking matter if he gives like an extra whatever damage bonus or action advances a summon. Sparkle just mogs because of SP positivity and amp ability. Well, yeah, I guess, but like, I don't know. I mean, I've seen a lot of people saying they don't know about the validity of the Acheron SP thing. I think it's true. I'm not gonna lie. I really don't think it's like anything all that out there in the slightest. I mean, this is the game literally known for selling SPs. They just sold a Blade SP. Like, come on. I would not be surprised. Acheron is like incredibly lore relevant too in this game. I mean, Nihilux could be a DPS. I don't fucking know. I just know she's elation. I don't know what she's gonna fucking do. Tomorrow's the live stream. Oh, tomorrow's the anniversary thing. The concert. Okay. Yeah, might be Fate stuff there. If there's no Fate stuff at the end of that concert, yeah, I'm sorry. I don't think we're getting Fate collab anymore. But hopefully there is, you know, hopefully there is. I'm already surprised we're getting these leaks for early 5.x. Sometimes it just depends. It's random, you know? Like, for example, there were hints that Yai Sakura, or as we know her, Evanesia, was going to be in V4 from like early V3. But it was like hints, right? Like clues in which you could like draw them together, and that's what I did. I guessed that Yai was going to be the Annie character. Like, I think I think I started guessing it in like 3.4, 3.5, and then I was fully confident on it in like 3.7, I think. There's no path leak. There's no point in even giving path leaks. Paths change decently often on characters. I mean, I just imagine she's at Nihility again, no? Or am I crazy? I feel like it just... Like, what the fuck else would she be? Not gonna lie. She could be Elation. I'm sorry, but this game is probably dropping Elation the second we go into version 5. Like, they're gonna be getting into a new path, probably. Gilgamesh? I mean, yeah, that's who I'm most hyped for. I don't really care about anybody else. But if there's no collab at all, it would be a little saddening. I don't know. I just feel like the way HSR does these collab banners, it's just so good, dude. Like, there's no FOMO, you know? It just feels so good. Like, they could put a Gilgamesh here, he's probably gonna be here for like the next year. I don't even have to stress it. I can always get him at some point. Or get like his Lycone or Zeolons. I genuinely look forward to collabs in this game like 10 times more than any other ones. Because I know the banners are gonna stay up. Yeah, like I always see people like they complain about the fake collab event. But like truthfully, I've never been someone who cares about the story in this game all that much. Like I can passively understand and learn things even while not really paying attention, but like I just don't care about story. I've always been like a character and gameplay guy, right? So to me, the fake collab was a fucking banger. Like I can't understand the story complaints because I literally just didn't fucking bother. I mean, my guess was always that it was in 4.4. Before Anon even came out to be like, yeah, there's no fake collab in 4.3, I made a video with like, I remember Wua background gameplay being like, I don't know. I just, given what they did last time, it just makes way more sense for it to be in 4.4, right? Because imagine if the fake collab was in the current beta, they would have already been leaked before any drip marketing, any sneak announcement in the concert, before any of that. Like the leakers would have beaten Hoyo in terms of leaking the characters before. Usually this isn't an issue, but the difference is like characters in HSR get drip marketed before their beta ever comes out. You know? So imagine getting the beta out before they even get drip marketed. Like it's like, oh my fucking god, right? And then it kind of ruins the collab. Weren't the fairy characters delayed or something? It was like a few hours. Like it was the most non-existent delay ever. It was like a few hours or like 1 or 2 days at max. The fake collab character delay, and that was it. So like it would have already released at this point if it was the same as last time. Silver Wolf 99 at 185 and 201 is around. I mean, I don't know, man. I myself am struggling to get 200 speed on this character. It's like really hard. I have nearly, I have 6 speed, 7 speed, 7 speed, speed boots, 8 speed on the rope. Literally the only piece I have that's lacking on speed is this orb. I need 7 speed on it to be able to get 200. Like it's not easy. It is not easy, man. You don't need 200? Isn't 200 needed for three turns in the zero cycle though? Or am I misremembering? $200 for 3, yeah? Yeah, that's probably the difference maker. If you get the ultimate before first turn, yes. I mean, yeah, I have an E1, Yao Guang. So, what do you think about Sunbringer's redesign? I'm gonna be honest. This is one of the few times, like, there's this meme that goes around of like, when someone says something you agree with, but they say it in the most annoying way possible. Like, I don't have an issue with a hot girl having her boobs out at all. However, I will admit, I do think the new version of Sunbringer isn't anywhere near as cool as her original design that was teased. Like, it's not even just like they could still give her like big boobs or whatever. I don't care. I think it's just the difference in the fit. And also the fact that the original tease has her with like her flag. And then also her eyes have changed. Like you can tell her eyes have changed as well. So yeah, it is worse. I'd agree. It's worse than the original tease by a good amount. But I don't think it's bad. I still think like the current tease Sunbringer is like still so up there for me. Nonetheless. OG Sunbringer just would have been a fucking knockout home run. Also, I would like to say there's something that a lot of people aren't really considering, which is very possible. We could just end up getting a Yeshun Guang situation where she has a second form and there's a complete redesign for a little bit, you know? Because if there's any character who's going to get a second form in their gameplay, I feel like that's probably the one with the highest chance. I'm gonna be honest, I could have fallen asleep when I saw Ramiel. Like, I don't hate her design. I just Sirene has given me PTSD, bro. Like I'm good. I'll stay away. You know, I don't I don't need any of that energy. Give me Sunbringer. That's who I'm here for. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, like probably the most obnoxious Hoyo fans I've ever seen or had to deal with, going off of like HSR profile pictures. Number one is Sirene by like a landslide. Okay? Like this shit ain't even close. Number two, it's it's either Phanon or one of the Dot characters. I can't choose. But that's like the top three. And then Sirene is on like her own fucking planet. You think Himiko will be a skill or old spammer? Going off of the leaked relics, probably an old spammer. LARPers, literally the only time I've seen people bring up Elysia on Twitter and they're like quote unquote Sirene fans is to bring up all the things of why Elysia being a lesbian means Sirene's a lesbian and why men are disgusting for shipping Sirene with them. That is like my experience just randomly scrolling through Twitter a lot of the time. And that's the only time I see like Elysia brought up for like Sirene or whatever. And like a lot of these people will like not even call Sirene Sirene, like they'll literally just call her Elysia. I mean, yeah, it's whatever. I left trying to like be in any part of like ship discourse fucking like half a decade ago, bro. I I left it a long time ago. The wake up call was definitely Gojo in JJK for me. That was the wake up call of like, dude, just fucking move on with your life, man. Do you think I should skip Evanesia if I already pulled Silverwolf? Yes. Twitter encourages rage bait. I mean, yeah. Where's your Sparksy? It all went into E1S1 Yao Guang, sorry. To be honest, me getting E0S1 Silverwolf was already a miracle in of itself. Because, like, I didn't even play on this account during 4.1. I missed out on like 100 pulls. Oh yeah, I don't care if people ship what they ship. Like even if I don't agree with it, like dude, bro, have fun with your own thing. It's just like I hate toxic shippers. That's what I hate. You know, that's what I hate. Are you interested in trying anti-eat? No, I'm good, man. What I need is an HSR competitor. I'm tired of these open world type games that are trying to beat Genshin and shit. I mean, from the praise I've seen and a few clips, it doesn't look bad at all. I think it has potential for sure, because, like, there's so many different systems and things you can do. But it just isn't for me. I don't know. I feel like HSR, like, I've been. It feels like I've been conditioned in HSR. Like, just how convenient it is. And it's made me not quit HSR over any of the other gotchas because of the convenience factor.
Talents maxed out, firing on all cylinders.
Oh, that's cool, Solus. Yeah. Like, I've said it a million times already. I need HSR competitors. That's what I really need. I don't care about Genshin competitors anymore. Maybe the younger audience does, who has like more time on their hands. I've gotten really tired of open world games, man. Like really tired. It's getting to the point where like sometimes it even bleeds into non-gacha games. It's like, oh fuck, an open world. uh HSR is the convenience game? Yeah, exactly. It's not even about like how fast. Like a lot of people will get this twisted and then they'll be like, "Oh, on Woowa, I can do dailies in like 2 or 3 minutes, same time as HSR." So it's like, "What do you mean?" But one, this game is just way more comfortable to run on a mobile device and play on a mobile device because of obviously it's less graphic intensive, it's turn based. However, also it has auto. This is a very important aspect. it has auto. So I can, let's say, be cooking up a grilled cheese in the morning, and the game just does my dailies for me. I don't need to click anything. I don't even need to look at the screen. It's just done. You know? Like, there's no other game that does that for me. The closest that's ever come for me with that, which I don't play it anymore, is Bleach Soul Resonance. And Bleach Soul Resonance is the gacha that I spent the second most amount of money on. And it was in the shortest period of time. And I also, like, no-lifed it for, like, months. Right. The only reason I stopped playing it was because I just put hyper focus on HSR because of, like, V4 in the meta and everything. So I, like, kind of dropped it and put it on the side, and then I kind of forgot about it. But that was the game I enjoyed the most. And it was because it had the convenience of this game. Oh yeah, by the way, guys, like, I'm such a chud, bro. I was trying to get a true zero cycle on auto on this account. I took one cycle, man. The Silverwolf team is just like, my relics are slightly weak. Kafka's on like 4% HP and it goes into the next wave. Tough. Does this mean my account's bricked? Like, do I just quit this account? Taking one cycle on auto is crazy. Silverwolf brick, it's known. Fuck. Time to re-roll? Jeez. What a flop of a main push. I'm trolling, by the way. I'm definitely going to get E2 Silverwolf at some point. And I'll pick up Nihilux at some point too. Oh, wait, no, Sparksy. I mean, I'm assuming Nihilux is the last part of the team. How about AA, though? You think I do AA? Hell no. If you don't know about my open disdain for AA on this channel, then, well, you've been introduced. There's some sus leaks about Nihilux main DPS. I wouldn't be mad at it. Okay, my original two predictions, right? I still lean more towards like being a Sirene-esque character who supports the main elation team. However, my two main guesses that I was going back and forth on was her being the third main DPS for elation at the time, because we didn't know Avon would be an elation DPS. You know, she's a main push, whatever. Or supporting Silverwolf. But like in my mind, a little bit of pattern recognition. Cassie got Sirene. I thought they might repeat it. So that's why I'm still putting my stock into that. She's like an elation support. But she could be a DPS. She could. You guys need to keep in mind, like, Sirene is technically an exception. Every other third main push in the... Yeah, like 1.x and 2.x, there wasn't a Sirene as a third. Like, it didn't exist. In 2.x, it was 3 DPSs. Firefly, Acheron, and Fei Xiao. So, they could go back to their roots. And, like, be like, nah, you know, fuck this Sirene shit. Let's just make a new main DPS for Elation or something. But then that creates another problem. Oh my god. These main pushes usually get dedicated teammates. Like, after their release. Wait, no, Silverwolf kind of beat that. I mean, dude, like, listen, I'm all for Yao Guang stocks, but, like, Are we serious? Like, Yao Guang is just gonna be fucking stretched to death if they make Nihilux a main DPS. Yeah, I'm gonna lean more towards support. Nihilux being elation has been debunked? What? Literally when? When the fuck was that shit debunked? Yo, come with me, Pac-Man. I mean, the Yao Guang value. I feel like the biggest tell, even outside of like me trying to fucking explain Yao Guang's kit to everybody at the time, her banner lasting the entire patch as a supportive character. I feel like that should have been like the most obvious tell of all time. I mean, maybe, Eon, maybe. Pearl should be the elation sustain. This propaganda on social media has just gotten crazy, bro. Me and my chat were having a talk about this literally like a, was it last stream or was it the stream before last stream, about like the pearls is elation propaganda. Like it's been talked about so much with zero evidence, to the point where it's just like spread everywhere. But for, anyone's new, like if anyone's new, for your information, there has been not a single leak in existence that has ever implied that Pearl is an elation character. This has all just been hopium, and to be honest, most of this hopium stemmed from people hoping that Pearl would be someone who can duplicate ults as a support, and that she'd kick out Yao Guang. That's where like 90% of these people stemmed from. Of like, oh, Pearl's gonna be elation and kick out Yao Guang. Mortis called out that all the leaks are not reliable as of right now. And what does that have to do with Nihilux not being elation? Let me... Okay. Nihilux has not been said to be an elation character by any reliable leak since the beginning. Not a single one. If Mortis says not to believe leaks, what does that change? If no one's even leaked Nihilux as elation yet. Nihilux has the same VA as Aha. Nihilux has the Aha mask and design and elation design literally all over her. And I'm pretty sure she was once a maskful. If Nihilux isn't elation, I'm jumping out my window. Oh yeah, morning actor. Sorry, my brain's fried. How do we know Nihilux before Robin Espy? Who said that? Yo. Main pushes are always two patches separate from each other. Nihilux would be 4.6. Robin is supposed to be 4.5. Yeah, 4.4 is Himiko, impossible fake collab. If there's a fake collab in 4.4, it's almost guaranteed Himiko's the only new like HSR character outside of the fake collab. They'll just repeat what they did with Phanon. I think your chat is on crack. They're always on crack. So this is why I'm like, I'm just losing it half the time whenever I stream. Isn't Himiko main push? Yeah. 4.2 main push Silverwolf. 4.4 main push Himiko. 4.6 main push Nihilux. 2.1 main push Acheron. 2.3 Firefly. 2.5 Fei Shao. 3.2 Cassie. 3.4 Phanon. Oh wait, actually, Sirene kind of breaks this. She was in 3.7, so it's like a little later, like one patch more. She's the only exception so far, though. Contending with Enigmata is mentally stressing. That's probably the best someone has ever put it, Brandis. Like what I do in HSR terms. That is basically 99% of my channel content. I'll see a really dumb take. I'll get annoyed enough to make a video clearing up the misinfo. And then sometimes people will like still not believe me and like the agenda will just keep going. Yao Guang was the worst case of this. I don't even like saying Yao Guang. I'm being so honest with you guys. I'm not like exaggerating or anything. I'm being dead honest when I say this. It makes me mad thinking about this character because of what I had to go through those couple months. Like, saying the name hurts me. I want to forget about it. I want to get brainwashed. Because a lot of people get it twisted on this channel. They're like, oh, Gabby, you must be so happy that, like, you got this shit right. And, like, sometimes I am. I even talk about this in my last video. But, like, depending on how much the misinformation stresses me out, it makes me so much just more frustrated and annoyed than happy. And Yao Guang was definitely one of those cases. Like, people are like, oh, you should be happy that you get to farm so many videos. It's like, fuck the money, bro. You know? Fuck the, like, extra $10, $15 I'm making on this video. I don't even give a shit anymore. I just want to get through people's heads at this point. How do you know Nihilux is elation? I don't. But I go off of likelihood. I've had to repeat this shit so many times. If there is an 80% chance of said thing happening, and then there's another like 10, 15% chance of this other thing happening, I'm always gonna mainly talk about that 80% chance. And I'm not gonna be talking about the 10 to 15% chance. Because I'm entertaining something that has a very high possibility of just not happening. And so I've just wasted time even giving it thought. Not 100% true. Nothing is 100% true. Technically, V1 current official Blades kit isn't even true. Because that shit's going to get changed in like V3. That's the point. If we want to wait until things are fully in the game, fully finalized, I wouldn't even have a fucking YouTube channel. Because there'd be, I wouldn't talk about leaks. I wouldn't even talk about beta characters. I just wait till that shit's official. I'd be getting my chain snatched by all the official creators who have the content creator server. Also, in all honesty, like, a character being elation matters way more than whether or not a character is destruction or not. Because, like, you need to understand, Himiko going from destruction to erudition, this doesn't change fucking anything. Someone going from elation to something else changes a lot. Because just being elation inherently gives you, like, a fucking shit ton of gimmicks and synergy with other elation characters. So going to anything else is, like, a bit of a downgrade. But going from, like, erudition to destruction, no fucking difference. Right? Phaenon is a destruction. You know what he can do? Follow-up counters that are technically bounced, but they can hit AoE. He's an ult-based DPS, which is usually the erudition gimmick, but he's a destruction character. Right? Like, it doesn't even change anything, really. Well, I didn't speculate that Himiko was going to be destruction because of leakers. I don't even think any leaker said that. To be honest, I don't remember any leaker said that. I myself guessed that she'd be destruction because literally every second main push in the last 3 versions has been a destruction character. It was just a really, really common pattern for some reason. Which is why I just banked on it. Which once again plays into the thing. Likelihood. I'm gonna mainly talk about and speculate things that are, in my opinion, the most likely to happen instead of the 10 to 15%. Once again, Nihilux, morning actor. Same VA as Aha, I believe, across every single language. Has fucking Aha design and Elation design literally all over her fucking wardrobe. Right? Like, what do you want me to think that she is? Erudition? Harmony? Nihility? I don't know, man. Like, even her entire personality fits being an Elation character. This was the same way I was able to guess that Evanescia and Silver Wolf were Elation, by the way. Like, going off of likelihood. Oh, this is the Annie character. Oh, we're getting a new path. And this means the Annie main push is going to be part of the new path, which is exactly what happened. Also, there is one actual in-game reason why you can put a lot of stock into Nihilux being Elation. Silver Wolf has issues, man. This team is not finished. And we know Avon is Elation, but he's not part of the Elation teams. So this only leaves 4.6 and 4.7 for an Elation sustain who can fit on Silver Wolf's team and fix the punchline issues that she has outside of Shill and kick out Huo Huo. And the best candidate for this is Nihilux. No one even fucking comes close in terms of who's the most likely to go in there. Wasn't Avon debunked by Mortis? No. All Anon said was don't believe all the leaks because they aren't fully accurate. This doesn't mean... And what he mainly was specifying, it seemed, was the all-male team. It's like, oh, the all-male team might not happen. He didn't say anything about the paths being wrong. He's like, oh, sometimes Full Stop Chan can be wrong, but yet Full Stop Chan was right so far about Ashvale and as well as Blade. So you could make the argument that maybe he doesn't have the full picture like Anon does, but Anon didn't specify anything. Like, he didn't say, oh, he's not Elation. Anon loves being vague with this shit of like, oh, this isn't real or it's unlikely. So Avon could still be Elation, but because of him attacking the all-male team leak, it could mean Avon does want Elation teammates. He does fit with Yao Guang. He does fit with EMC. He does fit with maybe Nihilux in the future, right? And he's not part of this follow-up team. It could mean a lot of things. Do you just say that an Elation sustain will be released at the end of this arc? Like, be for real? I promise you, you would be saying this same shit about Sirene back in 3.x. Because I remember when I was making my videos predicting that Sirene would be best in slot for every Chrysos Air, including Phanon and Cassie, people just like you were doubting me and saying that no, that wasn't going to happen. Sirene isn't going to buff these teams. Sirene's going to be this and that. She's not going to do it for like Phanon and Cassie. Like this is just a reenactment of the doubting of Sirene. It's the same thing with Nihilux currently. Hyacine came right after Castris. Why would they give us an Elation sustain when we're almost at the end of 4.0? Because Nihilux is likely the third main push. Like, brother, they can just make a mix of Hyacine and Sirene into one character for Nihilux. It's that simple. This is what I mean. And I've talked about this so many times. Surface level pattern recognition. This is the equivalent of people who thought Yao Guang was going to get kicked out of Silverwolf's team because Cassie got new teammates. And she also had Tribby as a best in slot when she initially released. So surely that means Tribby is best in slot for Cassie and she's not going to get any more new teammates. Right? And once again, you can apply this same shit to Sirene. Oh, what do you mean Cassie is going to get a new support near the end of the version? We're moving on. Right? Like, we're moving on to the new version. We might get a Sunday for the next version. Like, Cassie's already looking good. Why would she need another support? She's just going to keep using Tribby. Right? Like, you have to be fucking with me. if you think the 1.x green Foxian is staying on a main push team, respectfully, you have to be fucking with me. When this team still has multiple issues. They don't generate enough punchline outside of shield content. They could use more elation skills, which a fourth elation character could use. They could use a little more gimmicks and buffing. Silverwolf could use a speed buffer because currently it's just very difficult to hit high levels of speed with her. I already went through this in my last stream. Nihilux could buff speed by 40%. Silverwolf would still not hit the 260 cap, even with E2 Yao Guang. Why'd Gabby say Foxy and like a slur? I mean, it's just insane to me, bro. Like, there's no way people genuinely think Whoa Whoa. Like, dude, Whoa Whoa is staying on this team. Like, are you, are people insane? Like, she literally does nothing for Silverwolf. All she does is give 12% energy to like Yao Guang every once in a while, and that's it. Now I know what you're cooking. Not being disrespectful to you is only a thought exchange. No, no problem, no problem. I'm gonna be honest, man. I'll own up to it. I get too passionate about this HSR shit sometimes. I'm genuinely sorry, bro. But like, I feel like sometimes I'm getting rage baited. It's so hard to tell, man. Like half the time, whenever I go through a conversation like this with someone, they'll be like, "Oh, you got rage baited," and I'll just be fucking so like, bro, come on, man. Wait, actually, yeah, I forgot to use my golden token on Huo Huo. I didn't even realize.
Promoted again? Is that good or bad?
Unironically celebrating for Sirene downfall. I really feel like they should have just made Sirene a Ruan Mei, personally. I think that's a big problem with Sirene. Or like if she's an ult support, like make that the main thing. You know what I'm saying? Like don't make it so she can only regen ults once, you know? Like maybe make it so that she needs to hit 24 stacks again, but then she'll regen the entire team's ults again, something like that. Like anything to just give her more value outside of air teams would have just really been good in my opinion. I think she should have been a memo sprite support. Yeah, that's the crazy thing, right? Why is Evernight the one who has memo sprite specific buffing, but not Sirene? Like this is what's weird about it too. Evernight is the only one who has Memo Sprite specific buffing. And like even the E1 is the same. Like this only applies to Memo Sprite damage. But then you look at Sirene, she's the one who has like I guess semi generalist true damage. And then like a little bit of bias to Rem and shit, but why are we preying on a character's downfall? I mean, I'm not praying. I just always expected this, man. Like, I'm a little happy because, like, I got a lot of backlash on my Sirene videos from people saying, like, oh, there's no way they're gonna, power creep this character with a generalist anytime soon. Like, I received so much pushback on my Sirene videos. A lot of people go back to my Sirene videos as, like, some of my worst takes on my channel's history because of me saying that like a new generalist might power creep her. And it's like it's happening already, you know? It's already happening. No, yeah, exactly, Solus. Like after Sirene gets the first initial ult off in like mono rem, like a lot of people will use like E6 S5 whale mono rems to be like, oh, look at how good this 0 AV run is. But you basically just use Sirene as a like a basic attack bot. That's what she is after the first ult in mono rem. I guess My Day's the only one. No, there's a couple others. Yeah, Noxa, My Day, Aglaya, Heislands. Like you keep reapplying the buff, but in her main team and her most popular one, you buff Evernight, you buff Cassie, and now you're just basic attacking for the rest of the time. Oh yeah, I have seen that Verly. I will say, I have seen the high investment like Evernight RMC Sirene comp where like Sirene's bounce damage just shreds with like high investment Evernight. But still, I don't know. That Blade V1 glaze was something. I mean this seriously, literally. Blade is perfect. His kit is perfect. He is power creep, but he's not egregious power creep. He revives an older character, but he also has a newer main team for those who prefer that meta wise. His Eidolons aren't game changing, but they're good. I can't like he's perfect. He's like right in the sweet spot. Perfect with that E2. I mean, I don't expect every character to have a goated E2 in this game at the end of the day, much less the supportive character of the follow-up team. So, like, I'm gonna be honest, like, supportive character E2s in this game have a pretty strong history of just being ass. Like, they always make the E1 good, they make the E2 shit. Tribby's E2, if I remember, isn't it like a little bit more damage? And that's it? Like personal damage? Okay, Robin's E2 is speed. This is like one of the few that's actually decent. But if I go to Tribby's, yeah, it's personal damage. It's like, who gives a shit? Um, Ruan Mei's E2? I mean, brother. Like you can see a common trend among like a lot of the AoE supports E2s. They're just not good. Silverwolf isn't an AoE support. She's more of a single target one. Jiao Q, I guess. Yeah, it's personal damage for dot. Yeah, like who gives a shit, bro? Most AoE support E2s are dog shit. It's just a trend in this game. E2 Yao is good. Yes, it's good. It's better than most of the AoE supports E2s, but like, am I okay? Yao Guang is more niche. She isn't as general of a character, so it doesn't hurt them as much to actually give a half decent E2. I think is the difference. Because if like you need to keep in mind, the same thing applies to Sirene. Like Sirene's more niche than the generalists, but Sirene has a better E2 than almost all of the generalist characters in the game. Like you get 24% more true damage. It's really nice. So like I guess they give the niche characters better E2s, and then they give the less niche characters worse E2s. I don't really know the thought process. Yao Guang is more niche than Sirene? Yeah. Yeah, I'd say so. Literally, like, yes, she has vulnerability. Yes, she has res pen. It isn't significant enough, in my opinion. The main reason you'd use Yao Guang, generally at all, is the fact that she's the best third slot SP support in the game. Like, she is the best third slot support at generating skill points. But that's it. Like, even Sirene, like, for example, Saber. Saber will use Sirene. Characters that really like ults, Evanesia could use Sirene. Maybe not optimal, but you were generating technically two ults with Evanesia. Absolutely massive. Shit like that. Sirene E2, move to base kit if she gets a buff. Um, nah, I don't see them doing that, to be honest. I feel like they got players good on the bait. Is E2 Donhung PT good? Yeah. I'd argue E2 PT, like E2 PT is the best E2 Eidolon on any sustain in the game. Now I know a lot of people will say Hyacine, but like E2 Hyacine, there's a lot of teams where 30% speed, although good, isn't necessarily game changing. But when it comes to E2 PT, like there's just so many benefits, man. Double the attack frequency, double the damage from the summons. He's much more generally usable than a Hyacine. And I think probably the biggest part for a lot of people like trying to future proof a character, his shields are doubled. So his shields are doubled in terms of how much they give you, and the attack frequency is doubled. Like you're technically getting like quadruple the shields here from getting E2 Donhung PT. Plus, it's technically cheaper if you got a Z0 free as well. It's the Sirene though. The problem with Nova flaring Sirene possibly, I mean, they could do it. it would be the easiest way to buff all the heirs with a single character's Nova Flare in the future. The thing is, like, when they want to make Chrysos Heir SPs in HSR, kind of like, you know, we got Acheron 2.x. Now it's possible that we might get Acheron SP in 5.x. Like, would they even bother novaing Sirene for the older Chrysos heirs if they're trying to sell you those Chrysos heirs but in a new SP? I don't know. I think there's a higher chance that they just individually buff a lot of the different heirs. Could be wrong though. I think if there's any heir character who's supportive, who needs a Nova Flare, it is Ceridra. I'm sorry. Ceridra's in a way worse spot than Sirene. It's not even close. Ceridra is good, just niche? No, Ceridra is genuinely ass. Garbage. Like, you just spit on her. Pre being carried by Sirene's buff. Deep this. She was a 5% buff over Robin in Anoxa teams. Pre the Sirene buff. Literally saved by Sirene value wise, because now she has another DPS outside of Phanon finally. But pre Sirene, oh my fucking god, like that base kit of Ceridra is egregious. It's disgusting. How would you buff Ceridra? I don't know. Maybe we could start by removing the self-damage amp traces for the character who only hits 100k per ult, and with her main DPS, literally never ults ever again after he goes into his ultimate. Maybe we don't give Ceridra some self-damage traces. They are too scared of buffing Phanon? I mean, I know. I've already talked about this before. I don't think Ceridra's kit being ass was accidental. I think they were purposely not trying to make her too strong so that they could make Cassie shine more, especially with the release of Sirene. And there's nothing anybody can do about that. I've always said it. You can be a main push. It doesn't matter. You will never be as valuable to this game as an anniversary main push. That's where everything just gets poured in for that team. I don't know why, but this game really has a bias towards anniversary characters. Yeah, I remember when everybody was like theorizing that true damage would only be something on like Rem characters, and then they just slapped it on Cypher. So it's like, why not just add it to Ceridra at this point? Tribute E1? Yeah, but Tribute E1 was a little more of a slide because it's on an Eidolon. It's not in the base kit. But a lot of people thought like true damage would only be on Rem character base kits like RMC. Currently, Eva way outperforms Silverwolf. That's just not gonna last. Even then, I don't think she way outperforms from the things I've seen. But even if you take that stance, here's the thing. I've talked about this before. If the Elation teams get a speed buffer, the one who benefits from it massively more than the other is Silverwolf. And it's like not even close. Evanesia benefits just way less from a speed buffer in comparison to Silverwolf. So, and my guess for a while now has been this is going to be a My Day, Cassie, and Hyacine situation, right? My Day and Cassie are actually kind of going band for band at the time. My Day can be better in lower targets sometimes, but Hyacine releases, they're both HP scalers. They both like being healed and draining HP, but Hyacine has fucking tremendously more energy or synergy with Castris. So now Castris is significantly stronger than My Day. I think the same thing is going to happen with Silverwolf. Are you full clearing Endgame on that account? I mean, fuck, dude. If I wasn't full clearing Endgame on this account, I might as well just quit now. As you can see, I used my E0 Fae instead of Silverwolf on APOC. Got the MOC clear. 29 cycles left. And then the PF. Chill. Bro's not clearing Star Wars mode. Joke's on you. I have the newest Annie character on a 5-cost team. She's gonna get shilled because she's the Annie character, so I'll clear anyways. Easy peasy. By the way, bro, we have some leakers who are like, listen, I call out this game's HP inflation all the time. It really pisses me off. There was some leaker who put like a ton of doom posting around because they were like, oh boy, get ready. This Star Wars mode, they're about to have 2 times the HP. And then people find out it has the same fucking HP as some of the knights. Or like some of the MOC floors. Like literally, almost identical. And it's like, yes, they could increase the HP inflation. I think they will over time. But like, brother, what happened to that 2x HP inflation? Like, you had people sweating over here, thinking that they were going to have to deal with like 20 million HP bosses in fucking MOC 13. Do you have a third team for new Endgame? No. 20 mil is light work? I mean, it depends on your team's investment. Like, for my 10 cost mono RAM, yeah, that's just light work. I'm seeing Firefly SP, Kafka SP, and Well SP summer main push. But what the fuck? I mean, bro, just throw Ellen in there, man. Might as well. Give me the Ellen I've been waiting for in this game. Check DMs. Sure. Oh, wait, no. It's not Italia Leagues. Welt SP Summer Main Push. What? Wait, so Nihilux? According to... Okay, to be fair, okay, they have Uncle Latte on this shit, and just recently, Anon revealed that Uncle Latte be leaking some bullshit on purpose. So, like, they can't catch him, basically. So this could be some of that bullshit. But, like, if it isn't, Welt SP is the third main push of this version. There hasn't been anything, dude. No way. And Firefly SP on the anniversary? Son. What does that mean? Acheron's now the second main push? She got fucking demoted from anniversary character to second main push? I think that was about 5.x. No, yeah, I know that, I know that. Oh, you're saying Welt is also 5.x. Yeah, that'd make more sense. I don't know. I feel like a Welt SP in this current version is a little... Like, there hasn't even been any build-up, bro. Like, how the fuck would anyone know? Like, no teaser. No, like, anything. I mean, the guy likes Gundam, I guess. Plan Arcadia has Gundams. Maybe he gets in a Gundam and just starts fucking frying everybody. In my opinion, the SPs that this game is in need of the most is more Silverwolf SPs, more Sparkle SPs, Ceredra SP, Yun Li SP, and a Huohuo SP. I think those are the 5 this game needs the most. For like the health, everything. For sales. No Clara SP. We don't need a Clara SP. Because we'll just get Ilya on the Fake Collab Part 3. Just gotta think a little further, you know? A third collab? Hey, believe. Clara getting the boot? I mean, I guess if we ever revisit Bellabog, but like... I mean, when are we gonna do that? I mean, I'd put in good money for like Yunli SP and Huohuo SP. At least E1 or like depending maybe E2 on the animations. I don't know. Although given this game's track record of SPs, Yunli wouldn't be a DPS anymore, and Huohuo wouldn't be a sustain anymore. So like I don't even Huohuo as a D. I can't even imagine Huohuo as a DPS. I'm gonna be honest. I could see Yunli as a preservation sustain, unironically. But yeah,
How come I keep bumping into colleagues?
possessed Huohuo as a DPS. Yeah, we don't need to reheat fucking Evernight shit, man. Just keep Huohuo the way she is. Robin ain't getting a Nova? Oh, for sure. They are not Nova flaring Robin when her SP is coming out in a few patches. I hope a SOP Pro mod is playable by the end of the version. Now that is a cope of like egregious degree. And I have to respect it. I understand it. I genuinely feel bad for people who want characters in this game that are not human. Because it's never gonna fucking happen. And this game has some of the sickest non-human designs. Genuinely, like, I hope they do it just for you. I wasted my token for E1 Robin? Wow. Not even giving Huohuo the golden token? Huohuo's the saver of bricked accounts. She brings light to them. Guides the way to MOC 12 3-star. I got her on my other account so I don't need it. Hey. I can understand it. I got E1W. Nice. Playable Dromas. I mean, wow. I've never seen my chat on this much copium in my life. Playable Dromas. Asop Pramod. Uh, Hua is dog shit. Hey, you better watch it, buddy. You better watch it. This is a goat. Well, technically a fox, but like, you get what I'm saying, right? She's level 40. I mean, you gotta start somewhere. Move up the ranks slowly. Then you make it to the top. Use your fuels. Brother, I've already used all my fuels farming traces for EMC. I'm broke. I already told you guys, like, I didn't even play this game in 4.1 on this account. So, like, I'm so behind on the farming. I didn't pre-farm for Silverwolf. I didn't pre-farm for Whoa. I didn't pre-farm for EMC. I just raw dogged it. When are you coming back to ZZZ? When Sunbringer is teased. Which probably won't be until like halfway in the new version, probably. I bet they'll release that Ramiel girl before they release Sunbringer. So. And then I'll play it for a bit. I mean, I do log into ZZZ every once in a while, but it's basically just to admire Ellen for like 10 minutes, and then I log off for the next 1 or 2 weeks. Yeah, I have like mods for I learned how to do like mods I think a couple months ago. Actually no, it's probably more like a month ago. So who's in 3.0? I don't know. I don't keep up with ZZZ leaks. I just assumed that Sunbringer would be later considering she was the last teased. Rem probably on Void Hunter level with her power. Man, ZZZ really went the route of spamming emanators like HSR did, bro. She is in 3.0? Oh, fuck. Oh, you're saying I have to get in the game right now and farm polls? I have to play the game? Oh. Oh, it's Valina and Norman 3.0. Wow, so I just got instantly baited. Insane. I mean, I do like Norma, but she's not the reason why I'm getting into ZZZ again, so that goes to Sunbringer. I heard they release Void Hunter / Void Hunter levels every half a year. Yeah. I mean, eh. To be fair, there probably is like a disparity between beginning of Void Hunter level and probably an experienced Void Hunter. Come back for Remiel? I am good, man. I'm good. Alright, chat. Thank you for, being up late with me. I mean, technically, some of you have different time zones. So maybe it's not. Wait, actually, it's early. Whatever. My brain's currently fried. I talk too much. My throat's dead. Hope you all have a great day. Hope you all have a great night. Remember, Sirene is a scam. Blade is a goat.